Okay, so what we're looking at here is a simulation of what the sky is going to look like at a given time. This is a package called Stellarium, which is available for free from the internet. Anybody can get this. Now, this is kind of a fisheye lens view right now, showing you what the sky would look like at 23:46. That's 11:46 p.m. on the 18th, which is before this event will happen. Okay? And you can see the position of the moon is roughly in the south, but fairly high up. Okay? So we're looking at an upward angle that's fairly steep here. So it'll be fairly high in the sky. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom in on the moon, okay, because we don't really need to worry about the ground reference. And you're going to see some simulations because there are also some meteor showers, but they're low frequency showers, so we're not really concerned about those. But we're now going to bring the moon into a sharper focus, kind of like we're using a telescope. This, of course, is just a recorded picture of the moon. It's a simulator. But nevertheless, it's going to show us what the simulated eclipse is going to look like. So now I'm going to go down here and I'm going to slowly increase my time factor. And as I increase it, you're going to notice that from the perspective of my telescope, the moon appears to rotate. So we're now moving at a fairly fast time factor. We're going through an hour every every few seconds here. So I'm going to slow it down here. And you can see at just before 3:30 in the morning, this eclipse is going to start taking place. Okay, and it's going to progress slowly across the surface of the moon. And that is actually very similar to what you are going to see. Back in 2017, we had an eclipse, and I was able to model the effects of the eclipse, and it matched very closely the actual recorded images from later. So here you can see the simulation of what we will see. Now it's getting brighter, okay? It's now approaching 4:30 in the morning. The sun is beginning to rise as we are moving into as close as we are going to get. We're not going to get into complete totality here, because of where we are situated. But it will be mostly eclipsed, right? So you'll still be able to see that little silvery edge. And then as we move more into the daylight time, you will see the eclipse begin to recede. Of course, daylight will be happening, and eventually the moon is actually going to dip below the horizon before the eclipse ends. So you're going to see the horizon approach from the bottom. It's a simulated horizon. It's actually a location in France. And then you will see the moon disappear beneath the horizon. And that will happen here in just a few seconds. Here it comes. So that's about what you're going to see at the point where the moon is setting. And then, of course, the moon will disappear. So in terms of what you're going to see, you need to be up and start observing by about 3:15 in the morning. And you'll be able to observe the effects over the next couple of hours until you're getting into the totality region. And that's where most people usually finish off, because it's as impressive as it gets when it's blotted out to its maximum. But once again, from our position, due to the timing of this, we will not see a total eclipse. We will see a partial eclipse, but it's going to be the majority of the moon that will be eclipsed. Anyway, my name is Chris Vessey, and I am with Sidewalk Astronomers of Charlottetown. And if you've got questions, we're on Facebook.